All right, hello and welcome students. Myself Kumar Saurabh. Today I am present in front of you with another critical reasoning practice sheet. So as far as the benefit of solving this is concerned, you will be getting to know the kind of questions that you will get in the critical reasoning section of your exam, and at the same time we will be discussing all the concepts which are relevant in brief while we solve the questions. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Alright, so the passage goes like this. Nepal Prime Minister KP Sharma Oili recommendation to dissolve parliament, which has been duly approved by President Bidya Devi Bhandari, has pushed the young democracy into an unprecedented constitutional crisis and political turmoil. तो अब इंट्रोडक्टरी लाइन से हमें ये पता चल रहा है कि जो स्टेप्स ऑयली साहब लेना चाह रहे हैं उससे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल क्राइसिस और पॉलिटिकल टर्मोइल का सिचुएशन क्रिएट हो गया है हमारे नेबरिंग कंट्री नेपाल में. देन Mr. Oili, whose Nepal Communist Party, with a near 2/3 majority in parliament, took the drastic step as he came under increasing pressure from his own party to withdraw an ordinance his government issued. इनकी पार्टी के अंदर से ही इन्हें बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर फील हुआ एक ऑर्डिनेंस से रिलेटेड कि उस ऑर्डिनेंस को आप हटाइए. वी डोंट नो अबाउट दैट ऑर्डिनेंस येट. Then, both the opposition and other leaders within the ruling party alleged that the ordinance to amend the Constitutional Council Act would undermine the checks and balances in the system and empower the Prime Minister in making crucial appointments. Again, self-explanatory है ये चीज. ये बताया जा रहा है यहाँ पे कि opposition party के leaders और बाकी सारे लीडर्स भी जो कि रूलिंग पार्टी के भी हैं, उनका ये कहना है कि जो स्टेप प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब लेना चाह रहे हैं इससे जो सिस्टम ऑफ चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस है वो खतरे में पड़ जाएगा और प्राइम मिनिस्टर और ज्यादा एम्पावर हो जाएंगे क्रूशियल अपॉइंटमेंट्स करने के लिए, विच इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल फॉर द ऑपोजिशन पार्टी एंड अदर लीडर्स इन द रूलिंग पार्टी एज वेल. मिस्टर ऑयली had reportedly agreed to withdraw the ordinance in a party meeting, but on Sunday his cabinet made the unexpected move to recommend a dissolution of parliament. तो पहले ये हुआ कि reportedly लोगों को ये लगा कि ये ऑर्डिनेंस वापस हो जाएगा, बट इन्होंने अनएक्सपेक्टेड तरीके से पार्लियामेंट के डिसोल्यूशन का ही स्टेप ले लिया. Elections will now be held in April-May 2021, a year ahead of schedule. Constitutional experts have challenged the legality of Mr. Oili's decision. Nepal's 2015 constitution allows the dissolution of the House before its 5-year term ends only if there is a hung assembly and no party manages to form a government. सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही कंडीशन था कि अगर हंग असेंबली हो जाए तभी डिसोल्यूशन हो सकता है, अदरवाइज नहीं हो सकता. बट यहां पे ऑयली साहब ने अलग स्टेप उठा लिया है. देन व्हेन मिस्टर ऑयलीज कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ नेपाल, द UML, and its alliance partners came to power in 2017 with a huge majority, many hoped it be a new beginning. Nepal was in a painful transition from a monarchy to a republican democracy. Okay, ये तो आपको पता ही होगा. It is common knowledge that Nepal used to be a monarchy, but then in this period it transitioned to a republican democracy. In less than a year, the CPN UML and the Communist Party of Nepal, the Maoist Center, led by the former Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, merged to form the country's largest communist force, the NCP. It was a historical opportunity for the NCP, especially for Mr. Oili, to steer the fledgling democracy out of its many crises. But the merger did not dissolve the fundamental differences between the NCP's two factions. ठीक है, मर्जर हुआ, सरकार बनाने के लिए ये लोग साथ में आए, बट डिफरेंसेस जो है वो कंप्लीटली खत्म नहीं हुए. इतना समझने की यहाँ पर जरूरत है. देन Mr. Oily's authoritarian impulses and refusal to share power with the Maoist factions made matters worse. अब ऑयली साहब भी थोड़े रिजिड हैं, वो बहुत ज्यादा पावर शेयर नहीं करना चाहते बाकी सारे फैक्शंस के साथ, और वो अथॉरिटेरियन किस्म के रूलर भी हैं. इन रीसेंट मंथ्स there were calls from within the NCP for Mr. Oily to step down. When the party asked him to withdraw the amendment, it was clear that he had lost internal support. इन्होंने internal support भी खो दिया. But instead of following the party line, Mr. Oily decided to sink his government. Given the seriousness of the crisis, a split cannot be ruled out, and if that happens, Nepal would be pushed back to political instability at a time of multiple challenges, from a slowing economy to the coronavirus crisis. अब implication के बारे में बात हो रही है. Implication के बारे में बात करके ऑथर ने कंक्लूड कर दिया है कि देखो ऐसा है कि ठीक है, हमें पता है कि इंटेंट कैसा है, इम्पल्स कैसा है मिस्टर ऑयली का, ये क्या क्या करना चाहते हैं, इनके स्टेप्स के थ्रू हमें पता जरूर चल रहा है. बट अगर ये सही लाइंस पे नहीं आते हैं तो भारी डिवीजन हो सकता है, प्लस बहुत सारे ऐसे इश्यूज क्रॉप अप हो सकते हैं जो कि नेपाल को बहुत पीछे ले जा सकते हैं, क्योंकि इकोनॉमी भी वहां पे स्लो चल रही है, प्लस पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी है, साथ ही साथ कोरोना वायरस पैंडेमिक भी चल रहा है. तो ऐसे में कम से कम पॉलिटिकली स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट रहती तो थोड़ा मिटिगेशन हो सकता था. बट अभी के टाइम में आप सरकार संभालोगे, सिटीजन संभालोगे, कोरोना वायरस को संभालोगे या इकोनॉमी संभालोगे, तो ये इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस अराइज हो चुके हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द स्टेप्स टेकन बाय मिस्टर ऑयली एंड हिज पार्टी एंड ऑल द अदर स्टेक होल्डर्स. सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस पैसेज, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, which goes like, which of the following statements strengthens the author's argument? Strengthens the author's argument. Right answer here is going to be option B, which says any ordinance in a government must be issued after due consideration by its members. तो ये काम ऑथर कराना चाहता है, यही आर्ग्यूमेंट है ऑथर का कि आप मिलजुल के फैसला लोगे, मिलजुल के डिसीजंस लोगे तो वो ज्यादा बेनिफिशियल है, बट हो इसके उल्टा रहा है. तो ये चीज ऑथर के आर्ग्यूमेंट को स्ट्रेंथन करेगी. देन लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which of the following is not an inference from the passage? Not an inference from the passage. That is going to be option B, which says Mr. Oily's government's action was entirely against the general thoughts of citizens of Nepal. Thoughts related to the citizens of Nepal के बारे में कुछ बात ही नहीं की गई है. So how can we infer something related to that? So that is why it is not an inference based on the passage. So let's move on to the next question. Which of the following options convey or conveys the main point laid down by the author? Very straightforward question. Here the right answer is going to be C. Yes, the right answer here is going to be C. The judiciary in Nepal holds an upper hand over the executive and legislature of the nation. इसके बारे में बात की भी गई थी in the upper part of the passage. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये लाइन था, since the president has cleared his recommendation, the issue will now be decided by the Supreme Court. So based on this, we can say the right answer here is option C. Then let's move on to the next question. Which of the following statements mentioned in the options did the author use as a tool for criticism? As a tool for criticism. Here the right answer is going to be to steer the fledgling democracy out of its many crises. इस चीज का इस्तेमाल करके क्रिटिसिज्म करने का काम किया है ऑथर ने. So let's move on to the next question. The next question goes like, which of the following statements is in line with the author's reasoning? We need to find an option which is in line with the author's reasoning. So let's see. The right answer here is going to be yes, A. President Bhandari was bound to approve मिस्टर ऑयलीज रिकमेंडेशन, ये इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट ऑफ द पैसेज में दिया हुआ था, and that is why we can easily make out that this is an option which falls in line with the author's reasoning. So this marks the end of the whole passage and all the questions related to it. I hope you guys understood all the points which were there to understand in the passage, and you guys were able to solve all the questions as well. So I'll see you next time. So keep on watching the videos that we upload regularly on our official CLAT Gurukul channel. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching.